Welcome again. Kindly subscribe to this channel and also hit the notification bell so that when you upload a new video, you are notified. Today we are talking about the timelines for the Kenya-Turkana crude oil pipeline. This is a project that is being done from the Turkana oil fields in Kenya all the way to the Lamu port for evacuation purposes. Project Oil Kenya movement from exploration, appraisal, development and production is on the course, although at a very slow pace. Upon discovery of commercially viable crude oil deposit in Kenya's Turkana County and Uganda's Hoima district in 2012 and 2006 respectively, the East African countries started discussion on building a joint heated crude oil pipeline. The crude oil pipeline was to start from western Uganda through the northwest of Kenya and terminate on the Kenya coast at the port of Lamu. However, Uganda was later to withdraw, citing security concerns, strategic reasons, and also the environmental concerns that probably would have affected the regions where the pipeline was to start. Kenya was adamant that the pipeline should pass through that region in the Lapset corridor, a project that is jointly being implemented by Kenya, South Sudan and Egypt, which includes various infrastructure projects such as pipeline, fiber optic cable, standard gauge railway, a highway and other facilities. So Kenya was adamant that the crude oil pipeline should pass through this region. Uganda was of opinion that they can use a different route, the southern Kenya route, where we have another pipeline, but they opted for Tanzania's option. So during the 13th summit of the North Corridor Integration Projects in 2016, President Museveni announced that Uganda will build a pipeline with Tanzania, not with Kenya. In response, the President of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, committed to building a Kenyan crude oil pipeline from Lokichar to Lamu. In 2016, July, the Kenya joint venture partners, including Tullow Oil, Maersk Oil, African Oil, they signed a memorandum of understanding, an MOU, with the government of Kenya to develop a crude oil pipeline from South Lokichar to the port of Lamu. In the same year, the Kenya joint venture partners, which included the government of Kenya, African Oil, Tullow and Maersk, signed a joint development agreement for the pipeline. The joint development agreement was an important agreement for two reasons. First, it was to set up a pipeline steering board, PSB, which meets regularly and makes decisions concerning the pipeline project. This pipeline steering board makes strategic and technical decisions. The second reason why this was important is because this entity lays out the legal framework that is supposed to govern the pipeline, including the front-end engineering design, FADE, environmental and social impact assessment, ESIA, and other preliminary studies, including the pipeline financing and ownership. In 2018, Scotland-based Wood Plc was awarded the initial phase of a front-end engineering design contract, FEED. It was meant to design the proposed Lokichar to Lamu crude oil pipeline project, and the company was to provide the first phase of FEED services, setting the technical requirement and estimating the installed cost for the pipeline system. They have already done that. They have presented their results to the joint venture partners. Cost has already been estimated, the route which the pipeline would follow, and other requirements have been set. Between June and July 2020, the early oil pilot scheme EOPS, was carried out by Tullow and its joint venture partners. The scheme purpose was to provide critical technical data, logistic and operational experience, and also training that was to materially assist the national and county governments and the joint venture partners on the journey towards full field development, FFD. The environmental and social impact process has kicked off in 2017, and by 2018 August, draft environmental social impact assessment report had been submitted to NEMA, and the full report was submitted in 2019 August. Environmental social impact assessment is a process which is subject to public consultation as provided by the law, and this is currently being done. The environmental approval process is ongoing, and National Environment Management Authority NEMA has already called on the public to give their views on the proposed project as required by the law. 2020 was not a very good year for Tullow and its joint venture partners. In January 2020, the project future began to look more uncertain after it was reported that Tullow Oil, due to financial underperformance in other projects, was potentially looking to sell all of its 50% stake in the project, and that Total was also looking to potentially sell half of its stake in this joint venture. At that time, Tullow said that it was aiming to reach an investment decision by 2020, calling this period very challenging. In May 2020, Tullow Oil submitted notices of force majeure to the Government of Kenya. The notices were as a result of the impact of COVID-19, which has affected the company operation. Further, there was also some tax changes, there are travel restrictions, and all this has impacted the operations at Tullow, including the global crude oil prices, which had worsened the operation. In August 2020, Tullow lifted its declaration of force majeure in its main licenses in Kenya. This lifting was a declaration that they could resume the activities in the country. They also said that the lifting was as a result of improvement of things, especially COVID restrictions worldwide, and also resumption of local and international flights. 2021, the current owners of the project Oil Kenya are looking for a new partner to buy the 50% stake in this project. The new partner is expected to take over the daily running of the initiative and become the primary founding partner. The existing partner will give up 50% interest and ownership in this project, and also they will give up some of the activities. The problem bedeviling this project include the lengthy process in land acquisition for upstream project. There's low issuance of environmental approvals, and also the access to rights. So these are the problems that making this project or making the investors take long to make a decision. The environmental impact assessment process is ongoing. It's almost being completed, and soon a go-ahead will be issued. And also land acquisition process is also ongoing, and soon it will be completed. So the final investment decision will be made, and the EPC contract will be awarded. This project is supposed to take 36 months once the decision is made, and also the EPC contract is awarded. And the expected life of this pipeline is 25 years. So we'll be following this project and giving updates as it unfolds. It's a very interesting project that Kenya is looking ahead to implement. So thank you for watching this video.